All right, Shalom Akim, Shalom. Hey, Yabashmal Shai, Brakatham to my dear brothers out there, you little amount of sisters, worshiping Yabashmal Shai in spirit and in truth. I'll praise it to Yahweh Bashmal Shai and double honor to the apostles over there at Great Millstone. All right, real quick, man. Just wanted to share something, and Lord willing, it's a faith booster, you know, especially for you brethren that got, you know, you got the family at the house, you got your kids, you know what I mean? Things of that sort. All right. So one of my sons had a dream. Now this is what, you know, I do with my children. In the morning, I make sure that they have to greet me. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that they have to greet me. You know what I mean? Returning that old way in the earth, you know, teaching them to be honorable. So in the morning they got to greet me. But when they greet me in the morning, what I just started doing as of recently was I started asking them, have they had any dreams? You know, like probably within like the past 2 weeks, I've been doing that. They greet me and I ask them if they have a dream. And none of them been having any dreams, you know what I mean? None of my seeds. All right. And then, but today, I didn't even ask my son, did they have a dream? You know? When I got done with my lesson, but my son already had greeted me, but when I had got done with my lesson, he came to me and told me, Pops, I had a dream. I was like, okay. So I brought everybody in. I brought her, you know, the house, sit down, and let's listen to Mike's dream. And it was a beautiful dream my son told me. And it's going to just boost you brethren out there, all of you brothers, period. Because whether you have children or not, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shai is with us, man. So this is what his dream was. He told me. You know what I mean? He said he was in my garage, the garage of the house. And all of a sudden a chariot came down fast. And I wanted to say this too before I continue on further. My son told me too that he had seen a chariot yesterday. I left that out, but I just want to add that before I tell the story. So he seen a chariot yesterday and he had the dream this last night. But he said he was in the garage. He was in the garage and he seen the chariot come down fast. But it was dark. It was dark, but he could see the chariot. It had like a mirror reflection of like maybe like a obsidian stone. So, but he said it was dark though, but he could see the chariot and it came down. And he went to the backyard. He went to the backyard and he said Yahweh Shai came down from the chariot. You know, whether it was Yahweh Shai or whether it was an angel, that's to be, you know, that's neither here nor there. Nonetheless, an entity came down. He said it was Yahweh Shai though, but you know, he said Yahweh Shai came down. He said he could look at him. He seen his face. He was looking at him, and what he did was he said Yahweh Shai was walking in the house, and before he walked in the house, there's I have a backyard light, you know, like a backyard porch light. He said before he walked in the house, he unscrewed the light bulb. You know, he said I asked him, was the light bulb on? He said, yeah, the light bulb was on. And he unscrewed the light bulb and then he walked in the house. And then he said he could see him. He said he had his favorite garment on. It was green and purple. And he said he could see his face. And I asked him how tall he was. He said he was taller than you, Dad. And he said his garment, and he said his garment was long. It went all the way down to his feet. You know? And he said he walked in the house and he started to talk to us and he can't remember no more of the dream. And it's just a short dream. But man, when I heard it, I was like, man, I just thanked Yahweh Shemel Shai, because one of the things that I'm very careful of, or one of the things I desire is that I hope Yahweh Shemel Shai is with me and my family. You know what I mean? Especially seeing how we really don't got no power because of the curses. Esau has the power, and this guy is finna come after our children. He's finna try to destroy everybody's families, man. This Edomite. So when I heard that, I instantly was like, man, thank you, Yahweh Shemel Shai, because it just let me know the Lord is with me in my house. And that not just me, brothers, but y'all too. You brethren out there, especially the Lord giving you children and stuff. The Lord is with you and your children. All right? He's in your house. He's with you inside your house. If Yahushua was a traveler and he had nowhere to stay that night, and you were on the street, you invited Yahushua in the house, and he came to dwell with you for that night. He's in your house like that. And my son, what I was like, damn, he took the light. Well, Yahushua is the light according to John, the 14th chapter. Okay? Yahushua is the light. That's why he unscrewed the light that was on the backyard light porch. He unscrewed it and walked in the house. It was a form of saying, I am the light. And the light is in this house. You know? So I thank y'all about Shemel Rashad for that. And I thank y'all about Shemel Rashad for giving my son that. It's a very good feeling, man. You know? Because as the scripture tell you in Deuteronomy the 6th chapter, it's a commandment to teach your children, and you start seeing the Lord give your children dreams, and you start seeing the things you taught your children, you start seeing it come out of them in certain little things. And it's like, man, it's a real pleasant thing to watch. It's a real pleasant thing. So I just pray that Yahweh Shemel Shai keep the light in the house. And brethren, that was for me to share for y'all brothers, that especially the brothers with kids, but also you brethren that don't have kids. The light, the Lord is with you, and the light is in your house. Continue to do that which is right in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and the Lord gonna be with you and your children, and he gonna Lord willing, he gonna deliver us in our households, man. You know? And for you brethren out there, remember that before it's your house, where your children and everything at, the light is within you, your body, that house. So all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Just wanted to share that real quick. Hopefully that was a faith booster for you brethren. Hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai Brakathum, stay strong. Shalom.